Like Fridays, here the times right, Restream's ready to let up your eye. Stream your passion, dreams take flight with 50% off, your future's bright. All you ever wanted, right at your hand. The ultimate tools, a streaming brand. From live shows to moments shared, Restream's power, your audience prepared. Only on Black Friday, get it all. 50% off, answer the call. Stream like never before, set your stage. A year of streaming, take the next page. Features you love and those we'll invent, all bundled up, every cent well spent. Restream's the partner you need by your side, a streaming adventure, a worldwide ride. Share your story, share your view, Restream makes it easy to do. Connect, engage, go live with these Black Friday savings, it's time to seize. Only on Black Friday, get it all, 50% off, answer the call. Stream like never before, set your stage, a year of streaming, take the next page. Only on Black Friday, get it all, 50% off, answer the call. Stream like never before, set your stage, a year of streaming, take the next page. The story to tell, make them all do it well. Black Friday's yours, rise and shine. Stream your dream, let it align. Features you love and those we'll invent, all bundled up, every cent well spent. Restream's the partner you need by your side, a streaming adventure, a worldwide ride. Features you love and those we'll invent, all bundled up, every cent well spent.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our stream. And hi, Alex. I see.
Hi, Anya.
I see you're having a great time. So, welcome all the people. I'm seeing that there are so many QR codes already being scanned. So, without further ado, I will remind you that if you scan this QR code, you are going straight to our website where we are running Black Friday deal. It's 50% off all our annual plans, the best deal of the year. So, take advantage of that. And we are also running a special giveaway. So we will actually have a special prize for a randomly chosen winner. One of the people who will buy Restream plan during this live action that we're doing right now, during this live stream, will get a special prize from Alex and from me. So let's keep it going.
I have some jokes, but
Jokes are welcome. What's your joke, Alex?
no, like, you can also download that song that we used at the beginning. Sorry.
The ridiculous song is kind of like part of the experience at this point. So yeah, if you want to download that song and that's part of the appeal, let us know. We'll give you access to that. We have that song for sure. Awesome. So let us know where you guys are watching from. One of the things I wanted to do, Alex, this time is if people are going to drop some flags of their countries, you can try to guess which country they are from. And yeah, we'll just start by welcoming our viewers today. And of course, we have a few things to share and some teasers and some announcements. So we're very excited to see you all here. I see folks are saying hi. Thank you for your product, says Game Kid. That's really good to hear. Thank you so much for watching us today. That's awesome. Sergio, our product developer, is here also. Mind Scenes, hi all. Hi, good to see you today. Yeah, let us know where you guys are watching from, and we will continue with, of course, all other questions that you have about Restream. Hola, that's awesome. Good to see some Spanish speakers here. Dolores says hi. So we are very excited to share a few things that are in development right now. But of course, if you have any questions about Restream in general, now is the time to ask Alex or me about anything you would like to know. For people who are watching us on mobile and who are like, I would really like to scan this QR code, I'm just going to real quick introduce a quick kind of like guide of how you can do that. So if you're watching us on mobile, you can simply make a screenshot of our screen of our stream and then find in your pictures the picture with QR code, and then you can actually use the view looker and then follow the link, and then you can still get the deal and still be entered for the price for purchasing during our live stream. So just a quick housekeeping moment right here. Mikey says hi from Toronto, Ontario. That is awesome. Really good to hear that. Union Jack. So I guess Mini Science is from UK. That's good. He also has Great Britain next to it. So that's awesome. Gleep, hi Gleep, says hi everyone. Great to see you. Great to see you too. Hi D. Good to see you guys. Awesome. Great stuff. So yeah, we are ready for your questions. We are going to introduce a few new things for you. But if you have anything that you would like to kind of like open up with, anything that you would like us to cover before we introduce a few things that we prepared, just go for it. We are ready for your questions whenever you are ready. All right. Here comes the first question. Will this 50% be a one-time deal or a yearly as long as one is on the plan? So all the Black Friday offerings right now are 50% on for annual plans only. So you have to buy an annual plan for the whole year in order to take advantage of this offer. This offer is for one time. So this 1 year between November 2024 until November 2025 is when this deal is applicable. However, we do have this tradition of running the Black Friday sale almost every year. So it's not impossible that next year we'll have something similar again. But yes, this deal is not a lifetime. It applies for this one purchase, which is going to be 1 year for you. Great question. What else? So Eden is asking, can you make overlays specific to scenes? Oh, overlays topic is coming up. Eden, stay tuned. The overlays is something that we definitely will be talking, and just kind of like layouts and things like that. We'll be talking about it today. So overlays, if we're talking about, I think you mentioned, so if you're talking about like the graphics, you can actually already stick them to specific scenes, but like more like complex layouts is something that we'll be touching in shortly. A daily purpose. Do I need to cancel my plan before I can take advantage of this Black Friday deal? I upgraded 2 weeks ago. Well, so I hate to tell you to cancel because, of course, we don't want you to cancel. One thing that you can do, you can level up with your upcoming plan. So, for example, you just purchase your standard plan. You can actually buy the one that is higher. So, and for that one, you will still be able to take advantage of that deal, if that makes sense. Thank you for your question, daily purpose. All right. Also, Alex, by the way, heads up when you type, we can hear. We all can.
Me? Is it me?
Yeah, just so you know. So next time you decide to take, it was for a private chat, by the way. So Alex is totally focused. Just
I'm glad that you cannot see
Yeah.
what I'm typing, right? So
Right. I can. Jim from LinkedIn is checking in. Hi there. So is this 50% the listed price or is it 50% off at checkout? I'm not sure what you mean by listed price. So the listed price on our pricing page, as well as on all our in-product pop-ups, is now discounted 50% off. So you can see that offer everywhere you go. And when you check out, you can just see like a little bit of a math that says, okay, so this is your plan, your normal price times 12 minus 50% off. This is your total. So it should be the same price, but it's only applicable to annual plan. And it's going to be your monthly price times 12 divided by 50%. So that's kind of how the math works, if that makes sense. But yeah, it should be everywhere. It should be on pricing pages as well as on your checkout. Moral Debates, nice name. Where is the purchase link for the 50% off? So there are a few ways to get there. One is by scanning this QR code that's floating right over me. So if you just scan it with your phone, it should take you straight to our product. If you just go to Restream.io, our website, and log in if you already have an account, or if you go to restream.io/pricing, you can actually review our offerings and our packages and pick the best plan for you. The discount is going to be there, visible everywhere you go. So you can't really miss it as long as you get to the website. But the fastest path is this QR code, and it also enters you for the price. So I recommend scanning. Great question. What else? So Jeremy says, my question is, how do you unblock people from Restream block list? Oh, that's a good one. I think it's the chat, right? It's a chat question, most likely. Alex, do you know how to unblock people? because I
I
never
know how
blocked.
to block, but yeah, I also I never
I
thought
never
about
blocked
unblocking
anyone.
them.
Yeah, I never blocked anyone personally because I always felt like our community is so wonderful. I had no reason to do so. So there are a few ways I think to do it. That's actually great. Like this is one of the first times when I'm like, I don't know the answer. So I'll have to look it up for you. I think there is a way to do it if you just go to, especially if you're using encoder, something like OBS, in your preview, you can go to settings. And I believe from there you can get to chat. And then there will be like more advanced settings for chat where you can select the like keywords that you don't necessarily want to see in your chat. We all know what those words are. We're not going to say them here. You can pick your own words that you don't want to see in the chat. So like in those settings, I believe that's also where you can moderate and block people. And I believe from there you can also unblock. There's also a way to block and unblock people directly on specific end platforms. So for example, if you have someone on YouTube that is not necessarily the nicest, you can block them directly on the end platform, and from that same place you can unblock. I promise I'll look it up for you, and we'll do a little follow up on that because yeah, we should know how to unblock people, right? Awesome. So Lawson is answering. Thank you for being in the chat, by the way, Lawson. My team is amazing. He says you can do it from here. Chat settings filtering. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like that settings in the chat. Thank you, Lawson. Super helpful. Great questions so far. So Michael is asking, you guys look great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if you're using Studio, let us know. Let us know about your favorite like layouts and like looks that you use in your own streams, and any kind of like special favorite graphics that you prefer. Always good to hear like the things that really work well for you. But the compliment is always so nice. So thanks for saying that. All right, we'll take a few more questions before we get into our teasers and announcements. So Idris is saying, head of product of Rumble tweeted on October 4th that he met with Alexander Kuda and that integration with Restream is coming in weeks. And when can we expect this to happen? That's totally Alex's question. So I'll let you.
Yeah, thank you for the question, and you're right. So after the tweet, we had a chance to have a call, and since in time, every week we kind of expect an API from Rumble, but yeah, so we have not got it yet. So our team been ready. We allocated resources for the implementation, and so the ball is on their side and waiting for them, and we can implement it quite quickly, probably in a week or two, if we will have an access to the API.
Yeah, so definitely will help to also ping them, because I do believe that the community opinion matters, and when the community reminds people of something that you guys are waiting for, it might also help us out to speed things up. So thank you
It
for
would
that.
be nice if you can so start bothering them again.
Thanks for reminding us, but also remind them. That's kind of that's the gist of it. Awesome, thank you, Alex. All right, let's take one more question before we do a little bit of upcoming reveals. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Michael is asking, are you aware of anything on the roadmap that will set granular permissions to team members? Love it. Collaborations, teams, and opportunities for large organizations that are co-producing streams are coming. Alex, do you want to share a few thoughts on that one?
Yeah, thank you so much, Michael, for this question. And as you know, we start working on this organization permissioning, workspaces, team seats, functionalities earlier, kind of, I would say, a few quarters ago. And we definitely plan to implement more functionalities, and granular permissioning will be one of them.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So we will be taking questions throughout the whole conversation today. It's a two-way street, so don't stop. Add your questions to the chat. Okay, so I guess we'll take one more from Jim before we share something that we're about to release. So Jim is asking, how can I tell what plan I'm currently using? So I would say the easiest way for that would be to go to your billing page. So if you are in your home screen, just click on your email address, your profile. It should open up some options such as your settings, and in billing section, you can see what plan you're currently on, as well as what kind of credit card you have attached to that. And brief breakdown of features that come in with your plan. So that's the easiest way to tell. You can also reach out to our support if you have any questions. They're happy to help and help you navigate where you are and where you might want to be with some higher packages, especially now when they're on sale. Good question, Jim. Thank you so much. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and share something exciting that we've been working on for a few months now. So a lot of our users on social media, as well as during this live streams, requested a little bit more freedom and customizations for their layouts, right? People were mentioning that they want a little bit more room of how they want to position their guests, their media sources, and just kind of like have a little bit more room to how they would space out and place the elements of their stream. So within the next couple of weeks, we are so excited to introduce customizable layouts. And this is just a quick screencast that shows you how this is going to look. So you will have the opportunity to enjoy way more control over how people and sources appear on your stream. So this means new ways to display your guests, including nice rounded corners, cool new shapes, zoom ins, and resizing. Great news is that your sources will be sticking to your scenes. So basically, when you build out the scene in advance, you can then transition between different scenes, just like in the screencast we're doing here. So you transition from one scene to another, and your sources automatically change. So that allows you for more controlled and smooth transitions when you're streaming. And of course, most importantly, just more customizations, more cool shapes, and better ways to show up. This is exclusive to Studio 2.0, of course, so it's a studio feature. But we're so excited about this. We are literally weeks away from finishing the testing and releasing it out into the wild. And yeah, so Alex, if you want to add anything to this, let me know. But because I'm so excited, and we've been testing this internally and playing with the shapes and making everyone in round circles, and it was so much fun, so enjoyable. The controls are so smooth. Anything else you'd like to add, Alex? Like what you've been enjoying so far about customized layouts?
I think that maybe it makes sense to ask our community to participate in beta testing. So if you guys are interested, maybe we can just reach out to us through support, and we will kind of build a list for beta testers, and you will be able to help us to provide to test this, and so it could help us to launch this functionality faster.
I love this idea.
Yeah, your idea is very kind of welcome, and yeah, would be nice. Would be nice to get your help.
I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, reach out to our support, mention our names, mention this live stream, and we'll corral you to the opportunity to test it. Because yes, we would love to see what you will be doing with this layouts, what is working for you, different setups, different ways of using this. And of course, questions about this, about the customizable layouts. Oh, custom layouts, awesome. Thank you, says Mini Scenes. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. This is going to be so beautiful. Eden says, nice. Really, really good to hear that. We are very excited about this. I would love to beta test, says the McCullers group. Yeah, drop a line to support, please. Just mention us, and we'll guide you through the process of how we want to do this. Bonnie Bunny, I love that. Brilliant. Custom layouts is rolling out as of late November 2024. Well, we can't. There's not a lot of time left in November, so we won't be necessarily saying November just yet. But yes, definitely 2024, 100%. That's our goal. Good stuff. Any more questions? Charles, oh, hi. He's saying, I love the way it moves and how the pill shapes look. Yeah, I really like the circles and like the rounded corners. It just makes things feel so much kind of like nicer and like more appealing. Like I feel like this, like I really want to touch the stream because it's just so like rounded and cool. And I like how you can transition from different shapes. You can actually stay square and have like this pointed angles if that's kind of like your vibe. But you can also move your sources around your stream. So that's super helpful for some feedback that I've heard before, where people say, well, we have logos in very specific places where we want them to be for our broadcasting needs. And we want to be able to move our guests or our other sources like presentations and shared screens so that we don't block this specific spot. So now with customizable layouts, you can do that. Very easy. Awesome. So let's see. Do we have any other questions on layouts or anything else? Because we can just simply transition to Any other community questions before we move on with a few other refreshes and reminders? Let's see if we have
I
anything
believe it
coming.
was a question before about layouts that they can be. Can we come back to that question at the beginning? It was just at the beginning question about layouts that we can kind of pin sources to the scene and.
Yes. So there was a question. I think the question basically was about overlays. So maybe Eden, if you can clarify if you mean overlays like the graphics, or if you mean layouts, like basically how you shape and position the elements.
Because overlays, they already pinned for each scene, right? So we
Exactly.
don't transit them. But sources, by sources we mean all these guests and videos that we can add.
Presentations, shared
Yeah.
screens, video clips, everything that you're showing as your kind of like visuals. Yeah. Yes. So the customizable layouts will give you a lot more control with sources and how you can stick them to the scenes. And graphic overlays can already stick to the scenes. Actually, if you notice how we transition between the moments when we want to show you a screencast and the moments when you come back to take your questions, we actually just switch scenes. We don't build them on the fly. So that's something that's already accessible to studio users today. The Christian T-shirt lady. I don't know, Alex, how about you, but I love the names of the YouTube channels that are sharing with us. The Christian T-shirt lady. Do you have a custom layout that has a board of or display for a file or PDF to show statistics while talking? Yes. So one of the things you can do is you can use our presentation mode. So under your little plus sign, you can choose presentations. You can also do it with a shortcut of just pressing P key on your P like Peter. And then you can upload your presentation. It could be PDF, it could be Keynote, it could be PowerPoint in advance. And then your scene will have the presentation. So that layout will allow you to then have the presentation ready. It's already uploaded. You can also switch slides. Your guests can also switch slides on that presentation. Here we go. Here's an example of a presentation. So see how with this Showtime layout, I think this is the best layout for that because both you and your guest look pretty large there. But you can also make yourself smaller, like we're doing right now. But I personally prefer the Showtime layout. And this on the side is your presentation. If you were a host or a guest, you would have controls so you can actually switch slides. So neither you or your guests have to say next slide, please, which I personally am not a big fan of. And yeah, this allows you to pre-create it and show it on stream. And you can even slap a QR code on top of that if you want people to scan it and, for example, get to a place where they can download the copy for themselves. So totally already accessible. And with more customizations of layouts, it just gives you an opportunity to move the guests around a little bit more and to resize maybe around the corners a little bit to make it a little bit more appealing. Great question. Thank you. All right. So Eden is, I think, clarifying his question about layouts and overlays. For example, I have a border overlay for my 50-50 scene. Then I transition to a solo scene, and that border overlay still remains for the 50-50 split. I see. Interesting. Alex, can you envision that? Like, do you want to comment on that? Because from what I understand is when you transition from two guests to one guest, like your overlay stays the same, right? It's just, yes, like the scene looks different because before you had two people and now you have one person. But the overlay.
Let's try it with me, right? So I
Yeah,
will hide myself.
sounds good. So we need an overlay though. Like let's pick something that we have in our standard collection. Maybe this guy. So this is one of the overlays that we have, right? It says life is Restream right here. So it's kind of sticking to the scene. And if Alex brings himself back, and we can also duplicate the scene. But here we go.
Like and let's but let's move. Yeah, and on the next scene we don't have it.
The overlay, it's right there.
Yes, but like when we transit, look at this.
Oh, so when you change the layout, the overlay disappears.
No, we changed right now scenes. So
So that it's not sticking to the scene. Is that what you're seeing?
yeah, but it shouldn't. So if you want to have this overlay on the next scene, you can just duplicate it.
Yes. Yes. So if you wanted
But
to,
it goes away. It goes away. Ah, I understand. When sources disappear.
yeah. So basically, I think what Eden wants, yeah, Eden wants it to go away if you disconnect yourself, I guess. But for that, I think this is kind of coming back to the question of, can we stick the guests, like the cameras of guests, to the scene, which is something we are working on as well, right, as we speak. So because that makes sense, yes. If you're trying to, especially if your overlay is a bit more elaborate than what we have, it might be covering certain guests in certain layouts, right? And you want to make sure that if that changes, um, the overlay also goes away. Good stuff. Thank you. Great ideas right there. Clever medium. Is there a way to make the transition automatic so the speaker at the moment is the main display? This will eliminate a third party controlling things, which can be strenuous. So, yeah, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, clever medium, we're talking about automatic kind of like enlarging of the speaker, right? Like, think like when Zoom, if you set that setting, allows the speaker to always be the largest, basically, video box, right? Automatically, if they catch their microphone. We've had that feedback before, and I do understand how that could be helpful for people who don't have wonderful behind the scenes producers helping them to run the stream. Alex, what do you think? Is that something we're going to prioritize next year?
Yeah, definitely. We have it, on our list, and we have the scanning board, and you can see that, and you can vote for this feature. And yeah, so features that get the best, the biggest number of votes. So we will try to prioritize them. But actually, this one, we already discussed with the team, and yeah, we will see. I cannot tell precise ATA when it can be launched, but it's something that we are aware, and thank you so much for bringing this up again. So I'm not sure that it will take a lot of time to develop, but like we have so many things that we already planned. But yeah, so maybe next quarter.
Yeah,
Need to be
sometime
discussed
in
with
the
the
early,
team.
yeah, 2024. TSL movie podcast. Will you be producing a 4K tier in the future? So it's a good question, especially for studio. And Alex, I'll let you answer that. Just a quick reminder that if you're using broadcasters like OBS, you can already stream in any quality you want because Restream does not limit or change the quality of your stream. We rebroadcast it in the original quality as long as the end platform can accept that quality, which actually for 4K is not a lot of platforms, but YouTube can, so it's possible to do it with encoder. How about studio, Alex? What do you think? 4K in studio?
I think it's doable. We have not. So we got a few requests so far, and I think that we can make it available. And again, if you would like to test, probably it makes sense to have a conversation through our support team, and then we will connect you with our engineering team. And when this kind of instant will be available for testing, we will give you the opportunity to help us to test this.
Sorry. And to the point of submitting feedback, right? Like right here, we are showing a place where you can share your feature requests and also upvote the requests that other people submitted. So it's restream.canny.io. It's our new kind of feature feedback collection from our community. So you can always go there and check for what's upvoted and, of course, add your own suggestions. We check those things every day. Alex loved to read that feedback. Definitely lots of stories how we found something very exciting there and that made it to the roadmap. And sometimes it was even implemented if it's easy to do. So don't be shy. Share your thoughts and requests through Kenny. We would love to see what you guys are up for. All right. Eden is also asking, if I play a video on my podcast, is it possible that once the video is done, it goes automatically back to guest scene, like how it does with a countdown scene? Yes, automatic switcher between scenes, especially if the scene is a pre-recorded video, is on our mind. Absolutely. We do want to add this opportunity. As you know, it already exists for countdowns, so the first step is already there. And yes, so it's coming as well. So you'll be able to select automatic transition to the next scene for whenever you need it. Is that right, Alex?
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for this feature as well. So, been trying to pitch it like last summer. So, and yeah, but it was very hard to convince our team. And again, we are slammed. Team is small, and we have to do many things. But this stuff definitely will be available soon.
Yeah, so I agree. I'm also a big advocate for that. I think it's super helpful. All right. I'm Mirisphere. And sorry if I mess up your names, guys. Doing my best here. I'm with my colors group. We all use Restream, and I make overlays for it. An easier way to add multiple backgrounds would be a lot easier. An easier way to add multiple backgrounds. So
Upload, probably,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I think that's what I was thinking. I think you're talking about mass uploads to like that design tab section where you have like, let's say you created 10 or more of those backgrounds and you just don't want to do them one by one. Look, I hear you for sure. Like I rarely upload more than 2 or 3 backgrounds, but yeah, it's a little bit tedious to do it one by one. If you're uploading a lot, I'm sure it gets old very quickly. Great suggestion. I think we can do that. That's probably not very hard. So we appreciate that, and we're taking a big note on that one. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll follow up on this with you. Yes, mass uploads. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Alex is on the right side, so I think he did right. That oh,
I can, I
that's
can,
great.
most of the time I can be wrong. So
So now he's on the left. That's great. New York Tom is I think it's New York Tom or NYTOM, but I think it's New York Tom. I use Restream for many years now. Thank you for that. I think 10 years or very close. That's about how old we are. So yeah, like real power user here. Hello. It's the number one restreaming tool, bar none. Super easy to use and high quality, regardless paid or free version. And customer service is very good. Okay, I think the comment is large enough to be a little hidden. So let me see if I can find it in the original text. Here it is. So I'll read the rest of it. Super easy. Customer service is great from back to the days before AIs were involved. Yeah, so this is something that I greatly appreciate you saying, Tom. This is really exciting to hear because we do have real humans 24/7 supporting and helping our users. They're also streaming specialists and experts, so a lot of them have like deep technical knowledge and expertise, and they're happy to help you onboard, troubleshoot, provide some tips, help you with upgrades, anything you need. They're very multitasking, very agile, and like hearing that they were helpful for you is the best thing we can possibly ask for. So thank you so much for saying that. Really appreciate your feedback.
and thank you for being with us for so long. It's
10 years.
inspiring.
Yeah, this is so inspiring. Yeah, we would love to. Yeah, I'll follow you on X, so maybe we can exchange a few messages. I would love to see, to hear your stories from back in the days, and yeah, it's indeed super inspiring. Thank you, guys. All right, so for the next, okay. Sergio is here. Sergey, he's saying, Atmosphere, you can just drag and drop images and videos into background section. That works with multiple backgrounds too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I know that you could, I believe there is some kind of limitation. And Sergio, if you can remind us what that is, please let us know. I believe that there's 10 or something like that, after which you cannot drag and drop like 100 files as far as I remember. But yes, it's also actually going to speed you up a little bit. That's awesome. Good to hear. Good stuff. All right. So the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is just a quick reminder about the new home screen and Restream drafts. I know that this change was something that we were really excited about for many months, and I wanted to just show you a quick video clip reminder about how the new home screen and the stream drafts work. And if you have any questions about the new way of Restream, like this update, this new home screen, and especially the reusable stream cards, drafts, the new ways of scheduling events, please bring them on because we want to make sure we address them. And if you have any other requests around this update, please let us know. So let's go ahead and play a quick reminder video that explains drafts, reusable stream cards, and everything around. Oh, sorry, wrong scene.
The new look home screen, Restream is introducing Stream Drafts. Starting with a new look home screen, the way to organize your streams has been simplified. These are Stream Drafts. They help to quickly start streams without starting from scratch each time. You can go live or schedule from the same draft again and again. Perfect for reoccurring events. Here we go. Click on Create New. Choose what kind of stream you need and you're off to the studio. Customize right away or simply start streaming. When you exit the studio, you will have a stream draft saved automatically. Any customization, stream name, channels, scenes, graphics and adjustments will be ready for the next time you stream. You and your team can jump back in, reschedule, duplicate and modify streams that need a slightly different setup, or just delete any that aren't needed anymore. A super useful thing in stream drafts is that host and invite links are permanent, so regular guests can save one link to join every time. All your past streams will be saved as before, and the stream draft is always on your home screen, ready to go again. Of course, the recordings will also be available as usual. See? Use stream drafts to build your stream once and apply it every time you go live. And you can quickly go live again without starting from scratch, save your work and collaborate with your team, and keep multiple setups for different shows. We're really proud of these developments and hope you love them as much as we do. Cheers!
All right, we're back. Just a quick refresher because sometimes people have questions about the drafts, and of course they're extremely useful for streams like this one when we create the scenes in advance, when we think about the content, create a few screencasts and videos for you, and basically build out our stream like a presentation. So then we can just transition between slides or scenes for like a very smooth and controlled flow. The drafts are also available for TMP streams in case you want to kind of like stick with certain groups of channels that you're trying to go live on. Maybe you're reusing some descriptions or titles. And of course, when you build out the stream once or you start working on something, the fact that we save your work and then you come back to it later, I personally find extremely helpful because, for example, to build this stream, it took me a few days. I was coming in and out, like adding some graphics, and my team was also helping. So that is the power of stream drafts, and we're very, very excited about this. But if you guys have questions or any kind of suggestions how we can improve them for you, please let us know. We love it. Love that guy's accent. Charles is checking in. We have like nice videos with nice British accent now. Thanks to Charles from the comment. Thank you for making the videos, Charles. You rock.
I would like to add a few cents related to this topic, to the drafts. And earlier today, I had a conversation with Matt, our PM, and he actually brought interesting kind of way of explanation. So again, so our intent, we kind of got a lot of feedback on social about drafts and overall the changes we've done. And again, I just want to underline that our intent is to build the best products, the best experiences possible. And it kind of didn't went very, very smooth, because of so many changes, and we tried to push them to the production. We wanted to kind of move on faster, and definitely, so it didn't went so smooth as we expected. However, I like how Matt actually came up with one of the explanations, and I think that during as kind of the campaign, when we try to share with you why we do this, maybe we didn't communicate this way. We communicated in a different way. But I just want to emphasize one moment, and that actually Matt brought this morning, is that when you, in the past, as you recall, when you were using streams, when you were using Studio in particular, it was every time you go live with the Studio, so you only have your latest setup. So you kind of added some kind of layouts, your graphics, you organize it, and like before we even didn't have scenes or even these scenes, and you always have only the latest kind of state of all your changes. And if you want to kind of do something different, you have to start from scratch, or if you run a few shows with different kind of with different setup of channels, with different visuals connected, it becomes much more complex, because for this type of users, it was, it just, they had to do double work every time. And with drafts, we kind of try to simplify this process. So you could have a few, we can call them templates or whatever, and they could live separately. And for instance, on Friday, you have this type of show, and you have specific list of kind of scenes you want to go through, specific agenda scenario. And on Monday, maybe you have a completely different show, and you have a completely different set of scenes. And they both can live right now in two separate cards on your home screen. And every time you go live, you can use one of them. You don't need to rebuild them every time. So you just basically can repurpose. And it makes sense for us. And maybe we are not the best communicators, but like we are still learning. And again, if you have any questions or suggestions how to improve the functionality and like user experience overall, and just don't hesitate and talk to us.
Yeah, I think this is really good advice. We definitely welcome any feedback, because when you think about how many different people use Restream for different purposes with different setups, there's so many variations of groups of platforms. You're producing solo, you have there are a lot of interesting cases and a lot of different applications for every new feature that we build. So we would love to hear from you. And if something is maybe working for some use cases and not working that great for others, we would love to make it right for you. So yeah, definitely let us know. One more thing I wanted to add about the drafts is that, like Alex mentioned, that you can pre-create that. You can also create certain groups. So also always use your previous stream and your scenes, and you can copy and paste them. So that's something that I personally enjoy a lot, because sometimes I know I have like a scene that happens all the time, such as, hey, ask us any questions, and there's two of us. There's certain um, certain QR codes and certain tickers that we will be running. So I love to just copy that scene and enter and paste it into my new draft. So that's also something that many people are not aware of, that you can actually copy and paste scenes from different events, different shows, and different setups. So definitely give it a try if that's the kind of streams you run. And let's go ahead and take a few more questions. Yes, absolutely. And then we do have a few more teasers and announcements for you. So stay tuned for that. Michael is asking, if I'm able to duplicate a draft, why not start with a blank slate when I start a new draft instead of keeping the draft layout? Alex, what's your take on that? And then I'll definitely share a few of my thoughts as well.
So if you want to duplicate, then you duplicate the whole state inside. So all your assets. If you want to start from scratch, you just need to click create new, and then it will be completely new. So basically the button on top on your home screen, create new. If you click on it, you can then pick from the list the way how do you want to stream, if you want to use the encoder, or if you want to use Studio, or like upload and stream, or record only mode. So based on that, you kind of select, and from that menu, you will start from scratch. But if you already have some drafts, and then it's much easier to duplicate and repurpose materials inside. Want to create a new draft? Start from the create new button. Want to repurpose existing one? Just duplicate the existing one, or just go in and change it.
Yeah, so to add on to this, so the difference is when you're starting a brand new draft, right, or brand new stream, the idea is that you are going to create all of your scenes from scratch. So I see that Michael is mentioning, I'm able to duplicate a draft. Why not start with blank if I want to keep the last layout? So you're not only necessarily duplicating one layout, you're duplicating the whole deck of your scenes, right? Like when you're using the duplicate function. If there is any value in duplicating the scenes that you already used that worked really well, maybe they contain some graphics and assets like Alex mentioned, that would be also applicable for the next stream. A lot of times it would be useful for people who are doing pre-rolls or maybe promotions for their sponsors that are basically the same promo video. So you can duplicate all of that and then just adjust a few scenes. So remember, when you're duplicating, you're not necessarily you don't commit to sticking to that same thing. You can still change things if a few scenes are now different. And starting from scratch basically means, okay, I'm just beginning from ground zero. And I agree with you, Michael, that sometimes it is the best way, because if the stream is drastically different and nothing from the previous stream makes sense, then you should probably start a new one. But if there's something that you can reuse, or especially if you can start and then someone else from your team can come in and help you with some materials and visuals, then drafts are extremely useful. And then duplicating, mixing and matching scenes from different events becomes the key. Really good. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next little teaser. So I'm very excited to share something that's also coming up soon, hopefully, definitely in 2024, hopefully in late November, maybe early December. There's one platform that a lot of our users, from gamers to businesses, were requesting for us to integrate. And just heads up, it's not Rumbler, since that came in earlier today. But there's a platform that people are asking for an easier and better way to stream to. So we're super excited to share a quick teaser of something exciting that's coming to Restream very soon. All right, so in just a few weeks from now, we will be inviting you to hopefully beta test and actually use for real our new API integration with TikTok. We're super excited about this. We're just a few weeks of testing away from allowing you to actually experience that. But we did want to share this teaser with you and let you know that this is coming. And of course, we would love to hear your thoughts on that. Any questions about this? The main thing that is changing is that before, in order to stream to TikTok, you had to, first of all, apply and get the permission to go live on TikTok. And then you had to copy and paste stream key, which was a tedious process. And then you would basically send your stream to TikTok via customer TMP. Now we are simplifying all that and allowing you to stream to TikTok with a simple toggle. Our partners at TikTok were extremely helpful. We're super excited about this integration. We're just finishing some final touches before we can bring this to all of you. So stay tuned. We will be announcing that separately by email. Definitely be on the lookout for that once it's ready. We would love for you to be the first ones to go live on your TikToks. Right. If you have any questions about that, let's go ahead and take them. And or about anything else, actually. It doesn't have to be specifically a TikTok question, because we do have one more announcement of something that we already built and that's already available for people. So we can go ahead and move on to that one if there are no questions or comments on TikTok. And that is something that came up a few times during live streams as well. So as you know, most of our users are using RTMP protocol to go live and to send their videos on end platforms. But if you, especially professional teams, media teams, folks who are doing professional broadcasts, were requesting an SRT protocol. So they could also use this faster, more reliable, and more kind of like popular among our professional channels. Sorry, we'll take the questions in just a minute. So let's just go ahead and share the SRT news. So we're currently allowing our users to use SRT together with RTMP. So this new protocol is something that you can find in your encoder settings. And we can, this is available on our business and enterprise plans already. But fortunately, our business plan is now on sale with Black Friday. And so we're very excited for you to give it a try. It's brand new. We literally just released it. And of course, any feedback, any suggestions are super welcome. But that's how you can find it under your encoder settings, right there. All right, back to questions. Let's go ahead and have a look. Let's bring this one back. Texas Ranga Golfs. Does that mean that you don't have to get approval from TikTok to stream? So you still do have to have access to TikTok Live. However, what we are the reason why it's not available just yet is because we're trying to simplify that process as well. So part of the process will be that you'll be able to automatically apply to TikTok Live through Restream. So when you are connecting TikTok to Restream, you can actually click a button. We will send the request to TikTok. And yes, there's still going to be some approval process, and it's ultimately up to TikTok to decide to open up live or not, but we will simplify that process and you will not have to leave Restream. You can simply apply automatically. So that's coming very soon as well. Great question, Texas. Thank you, Texas Ranga. Thank you so much. All right. So just to wrap things up, I just want to make sure that we remind you guys about our super awesome live sale. Actually, for this one, I wanted to show a slightly different QR code right here. And that's also to remind folks who are asking for this view of QR code that it is actually back to studio. And you can actually have this large, full size with image QR code and display your own products, super flash sales, and anything else live shopping wise, physical products or services using this QR code. And we are inviting you to also check out our live sale and check out our special deal. It's the best deal of the year. I was actually thinking about kind of like what kind of sales we offered traditionally. And back in the days, those who remember us from many years ago, we used to run a lot more special offers and special prices. We used to have a Halloween sale. I don't know, Alex, maybe you remember that when we were like doing this Halloween theme thing in October. We used to offer some summer sales, but now we're kind of transitioning to just one big deal of the year, and that's our November Black Friday. So this is literally the best sale we have, and the next one will probably not happen until next fall. So we definitely encourage you to check it out, see the plans, and enjoy this super discounted pricing. And as a reminder, people who will buy our plans or upgrade during this live stream are going to be entered to a special competition. Basically, we will randomly select a few people for special prizes from us. They could be some physical prizes or maybe some free Restream offerings. So we are going to wrap up the stream very soon. So this is basically your last chance to purchase and to be entered into that giveaway. So scan the QR code, enjoy your Restream at 50% off. And before we wrap things up, Alex, is there anything else you would like to add, or should we just wrap things up?
I just want to add many things. So as always, one of it is we are not sure that we are going to run 50% off anymore. So it just for your information. And this Black Friday seems to be very special, and the next one could be completely different in terms of the level of discounts we offer. So definitely recommend you to upgrade to the next year. And again, as you know, our service is kind of from the pricing standpoint, it's kind of I would say I don't know how to translate it. So affordable. It's very affordable, and I think it's a very good deal. It's a very good deal. So don't hesitate. Upgrade as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think Alex is thinking about how like you actually really get a lot for your money when you think about our professional and business plans, and especially when you think about that in the context of a special offer, 50% off of our business features that cover tons and tons of channels, good opportunities for storage, pre-recorded streaming that really automate your live streaming abilities, opportunity to embed your live streams onto your website right where your visitors are coming in, and for some of you where they make their purchasing decisions, you can engage them with live video right on your website. So there are lots and lots of things. Of course, teams and collaborations, a lot of those things are available right now. There's more to come. We're building more and more tools for teamwork, such as workspaces that currently you can already explore within our sales and special customized packages, but we will be also bringing some of those to our business users on the business plan. So something to consider is that, Restream packages actually offer a lot. And when you're thinking about getting the best deal of the year, you're actually getting pretty good bang for your bucks. So, and yes, good little teaser that next year the Black Friday might look slightly different. So we definitely encourage you to take advantage of this offer. It might be the best. It is definitely the best deal of the year, and it might be one of the best deals moving forward. So, and of course, as always, just want to take this moment because it's November, Thanksgiving is coming, to thank our users for streaming with us, for being vocal, for providing feedback, for sharing your experiences and thoughts, for showing up to the streams and engaging with us. Like, it's super exciting to see your comments in live chat and having this conversation with you. So we are very, very grateful. And we're very fortunate and lucky to have such a great community of over 8 million content creators who trust Restream to run their shows. And we will be building more. That's kind of our goal and our passion. We will continue creating new features and new abilities for you. And not sure if we're going to do the Christmas stream this year. If we do, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you in 2025 with even more exciting stuff. So thank you so much for being with us. And thank you, Alex, for let me change our layout. Thank you, Alex, for co-hosting with me. You've been my awesome co-hosting partner for this whole year, and hopefully we will continue this tradition moving on.
I've been silent as always, so all credit to Anya for the preparation and running the show. And I also want to say thank you, everyone, for being with us and for supporting us and for believing in us. And we are going to build more things, and definitely with a high quality. So we have some ambitions, become the best product and the best service in this niche. So stay tuned, and more to come this year. And during December, probably we will release many things that have been postponed. And we already have a lot of plans for the next year ahead. Thank you so much. And Black Friday deal is already happening. Just a mini reminder.
And it's limited time offer. So by the end of November, actually December 2nd is the last day when you'll be able to take advantage of that. So don't wait, take it, get it now. We are going to play a quick final outro video. It's basically a little reminder of all the things that we built in Restream Studio recently. So it's kind of like a little dynamic reel of the studio features. And after that, we'll be saying goodbye and seeing you around, seeing you online.
I have a question. Sorry, before we jump to the next scene. So does it contain also this music or not?
It contains different music, I promise.
Okay. So I'm just curious. But it's was it also generated with AI, right?
No, it wasn't. It's completely different kind of vibe, and I think you'll like it more. So let's jump into it.
I like all of them. I think it's very creative and fun. So
this is a very different vibe. It's a little bit more kind of like intense, but that's kind of to show you a little reminder of all the things we've built. It's very dynamic and fast. So enjoy, and thank you again, and cheers, and see you around.
See you guys.